how much of that is due to his supporting cast, and which I think that Twitter comment was getting at.
I mean, did he have his moments where he's running through, defenders making runs? He looked strong,
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think he had a number of good hold-up plays. He drew a number of fouls on hold-ups. I thought he was doing the job he needed to do. I don't think he was quite as dynamic as he was against LA. And there might be a chance that, Dallas did a good job of scouting the week before and was just playing, heavily toward what they saw as his strengths. So,
I'm going to say this right now. Unfortunately, I think the three of us probably think of it the same way as with what's his name? Angelo Rodriguez. As we think of with Darwin. We get Darwin, he comes in and he's fantastic right off the bat. Okay? He has no issues. With Angelo, I think it's going to be a little bit of time. I think he needs some time to kind of get in the rhythm.
For sure.
And I think, of course, we're all looking at it and going, "Wow, Darwin came in and had a great couple first games. He was fantastic, game, right?" And we can't say that about.
But yeah, and a thing to mention about Darwin though was he came in, he had a goal first game. Mm-hmm. I think he had an assist each game following. Mm-hmm. For the next two games. Mm-hmm. But he had a lull of about 4 games, where it was just kind of like, you could tell he was just trying to get a feel for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's where Angelo's going to get the short end of the stick, where they're trying to compare him to Christian. Well, Christian went to a new team.
Yeah.
Okay. A better team.
Yes.
Angelo came to a new league, a new country, a new team, a not as good team. Mm-hmm. To say that he should come right off the bat and be good, even within the first 5 games, I don't.
I think some people though are saying that, and that's the problem that I have is that you look at Christian and you go, Christian was here for a long time.
Yeah,
he knew what was going on. He dealt with a lot of issues here.
Yeah.
Now we get Angelo in here, and he's never been in this situation before. He's learning how the MLS works. It's going to take him a little bit.
Well, let me ask you this, and I might be way off, but does Rodriguez remind you of Josie Altidore at all?
Oh.
David. And the only reason I bring it up is because of his size. And he's a forward. And I feel like Josie Altidore, like the reason the national team liked him so much, they still like him maybe, but because of his size, his ability to just run through defenders, literally.
I would say that's a good comparison.
I mean, I might be a bit off, but I mean, that's one of the first things I thought of when I saw him on the field. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
He looks...
I think I've only ever compared him to Didier Drogba. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, in an MLS sense, well, I guess Drogba played for MLS. But in an MLS sense, I think Altidore is a pretty good example of what I think Rodriguez is maybe like.
I compared to Pablo Campos. No, I'm just kidding. I just said that for Johnny. Sorry.
Pablo Campos.
He's going to come up.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite Mexican national players ever.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not Campos.
Why'd you say Campos? Because I think that was a reference to me, the Mexican goalkeeper.
Not Mexican. I'm thinking of what's his name? Who was the guy with United? Who was the before Manny or before Rodriguez came in? Who was that? It's not Campos. It's I can't think of the guy's name.
Before Ramirez?
Yeah, before Ramirez.
That was Campos.
Campos, right? Yeah.
That's why
that's right. I'm right. Yeah. I just said it for Johnny because Johnny was a big fan of his. He's got pictures of him.
And to be fair, there's been multiple Camposes throughout the years.
It's I know you like Campos.
Common last name. So when I heard Campos,
you're like, oh, jeez.
I got a little too excited.
He got very excited. Actually.
Sorry for stepping on you there, but
that's all right.
We should probably take a break.
Yeah, we should take a break. I should mention that we are on the BFN network, right?
Beautiful Game Network, yes.
Beautiful Game Network. We didn't mention it at the beginning, but we are on that.
BGN.FM.
BGN, sorry.
What did you say?
BFM, sorry. BGN, sorry.
I didn't even hear it.
BGN, Beautiful Game Network. Online is bgn.fm.
Yeah, have you got a chance to jump onto that site and just kind of jump around through the different podcasts that they have?
I've listened to a few.
Yeah, you have to. It's
I will say this: you need to talk to them because for whatever reason, we're still not on the drop-down box for MLS.
Oh, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's missing.
They do have our Facebook page up there, by.
Yeah, I saw that.
I just find it, and I bring this because a reason I asked if you had gone to the website because I go there, Beautiful Game Network, and I find myself I'm sorry I can't even quote the teams, but a team in Pittsburgh or a team in wherever it is, and I kind of find myself interested all of a sudden because the content, the way they do it is outstanding.
And I think that at some point, especially with the guys that were we'll talk about this, the guys that were kind of loaning out to different teams.
Yeah.
There are some teams we're loaning guys out to that are on this network that we could potentially talk to, have a conversation with, maybe be on our podcast about what those guys are doing down there, and stuff like that. So I being on there for a while, it's been kind of great.
Yeah, perfect point. I love, I've seen, I think this is what's brought me most to the site is when they do kind of their crossover podcasts. Mm-hmm. If Cincinnati is playing Pittsburgh, I just picked two random cities, but they had a couple of those where it's a crossover podcast. So if the MLS side of that site ever gets bigger and we say have a Kansas City podcast group, or Chicago or wherever we could do, and we travel for a game, we could do a live crossover podcast.
Is there anyone in Chicago that would actually watch Chicago enough to have a podcast?
Are you talking about the Chicago Bears or the Chicago Fire?
The Fire.
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about that.
And I think KC probably does.
I'm sure
they do. I'm just not sure if they're going to be on our network at any point. Maybe
it'd be nice.
It'd be great.
I think we might actually be a good opportunity for BGN to get more MLS.
Yeah.
I should actually maybe we should look around for some KC podcasts and just reach out to them and be like, hey.
And I'm thinking, of course, in the future here, next summer, spring, summer, we're on the site. They've got some lower league stuff. Maybe there's a weekend where we head to wherever there is who's ever on there, maybe it's a Cincinnati or whatever, and watch their game and be on their podcast and do some things with them. I mean, there's a lot of things we could be doing on this website.
Yeah, the Lamar Hunt Cup.
Yeah, and it's great that we appreciate that they've allowed us on the website. I mean, it's been phenomenal for the last couple weeks here. So
with our players slowly getting loaned out, there'll be a lot of opportunities. I think where switchbacks, or you got Las Vegas Lights, which I'm going to mention after the break as well, where we've got players. It'd be nice to be able to go to a game and see one of our players.
And since we do have a player in Las Vegas, hint, maybe we go there next year. I don't know.
Something tells me I have somebody telling me no.
What? Well, your wife probably will say no.
I'm just putting it out there.
I'm not going to say no to you.
I'm not going to say no to you. Why would I say no to you?
Well, right, yeah.
I got 2 kids. You're going to have 2 kids in a little bit.
Yeah, that's
what
true.
does it matter?
I might have 2 kids.
Well, you may have 2 kids who are older. I don't know. We haven't seen them.
No. I meant later.
By next year, you're going to have 2 kids?
Possibly. I'm not going to rule it out.
Let's not go into that right now. That's we're talking about
mathematically, that's impossible.
Right. I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm not.
Yeah.
Just to
mathematically, you could have 1.
That's what I'm saying. I'm the stats and info guy. I'm like, there's a chance I could have 2 kids by then, but I'm not saying I will or I'm going to. I'm just saying there's a chance.
If you want one, I got 2 in the house right now. One of them can go with you right away.
Nah, I think I'll just carry on.
And with that, boys and girls, we're going to take a break. We're back with the Loons podcast in a little bit.